It's easy to forget a step to this, so I'm going to try to do a tutorial. I am signed in under our AAC and .ncsd@gmail.com, and I better make sure I don't have any subscriptions. Yes, we shouldn't have anything. This user was made for our AAC's iPads, and these are all of the iPads. They used to limit us to a couple, so we weren't able to do the Find Me on the devices, but right now this is set up as the Find Me, and it will share my location. And if you go here, it'll send last notification, which is important when we're doing this. So I am logged into there, and then if I go into the screen time and say set up screen time, I'm going to go to my child, and I'm going to set up later, set up later, set up later. Now the school district has a code, and I'll share that with some of our staff. Otherwise, if everyone had it, it wouldn't be. It also asks for a backup recovery. A lot of times I can do that same AAC user. Sometimes it tells me I can't reuse it and I have to use a different one. That just means if I get locked out, I can actually go into that and unlock it with that extra. There we go. Okay, now screen time is set up, but it's not turned on necessarily. Once I select this, I have to do my little code, and then it turns it on. I want to make sure that my iPad is completely set up. A lot of times I'll go in here and do clean and clean that all up. But, and also we can do this right here, apps allowed. We don't need a lot of this. We do need camera on our AAC devices. AirDrop we do use occasionally to back up the devices. So I want my location on. A lot of this I'm going to shut off later. Content restrictions. Right here, after it's all set up, I make it so you can't install apps, you cannot delete apps, and you cannot do in-app purchases. And I always require the password to change any of that. So when I scroll down here, I'm going to say, no, I'm not going to allow you to do any passcode changes. And right here, you can see over here that they can get into the iCloud. We don't want that. So we're going to say, no, you cannot change the accounts. So after I do that, it's going to gray this out. So now nobody can get into that. So if I go into my iPad and do a Find Me, it's going to have the location of this device. They can't go in and install apps, delete apps. It is mainly a communication device, and that's what we want for our students. We also set up in the accessibility, I allow all. In the accessibility, we're gonna set up guided access. There's some new stuff in there too. I'll do another video for that.